Hey everyone, my name's Shane and I'm a big baseball fan, but you probably already know that because we've hit our season goal of 50 subscribers here on 3 Up, 3 Down. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, hit that red subscribe button because we're only going up from here. But you're here for playoff predictions, more playoff predictions. My wild card predictions were pretty good. Division series has been not always so good. So we're talking championship series predictions. We will look at the American League and the National League, NLCS, ALCS. I will say at time of recording, the Yankees and Guardians are currently playing, so I don't know who's going to win that series yet, but I'll give you all the predictions I can so that this video gets out before the NLCS starts. So let's go. We kick it off in the National League. The National League Championship Series is going to feature the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. Who would have thunk it in the very first year of this format that the number 5 and 6 seeds from the National League meet up in the championship series? Really shows that advantage of consistent play. It's going to be a heck of a series, I think. We've got the dominance from the Philly starters we've seen in Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. They're going to be matched by the Padres, Blake Snell, Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove, big X factor. How much can Musgrove give? The bullpens have been outstanding for both teams. Locked down from guys like Jose Alvarado and Sir Anthony Dominguez on the Phillies side. On that Padres side, Josh Hader has been worth it. The offenses have been clicking. I'd say the Phillies offense has been clicking more than the Padres offense. Gotta love the Phillies offense. Rhys Hoskins seems to have found it the last little bit. Bryce Harper is locking himself in. Nick Castellanos has had a bit of a resurgence here in the playoffs. The young guys, Alec Boehm, Bryson Stott, they've chipped in some here and there. And how about Gene Segura? Gene the hit machine just keeps knocking in those big-time singles for the Phillies. And JT Realmuto as well. You have to love what the Phillies are bringing here. And the city of brotherly love is going to be going crazy when the Padres have to come to town. I really like what the Phillies are doing. On the flip side with the Padres, Manny Machado has been that dude for the Padres. He's having an outstanding playoffs. But their offense has been all about the lower part of the lineup. Trent Grisham has been on fire this playoffs after struggling all season. Austin Nola has been chipping in with the big hits. Ha-Sung Kim defensively has been outstanding, and he's had some big knocks for the Padres as well. Josh Bell has had a bit of a resurgence these playoffs. Still waiting for that big performance from Juan Soto. Not sure when that's going to come, but maybe it's in this series. You have to really like both lineups. You have to love the starting pitching, the bullpens. Both these teams have got it. Who knows what this is going to play out. The managers, it's going to be very interesting as well. Bob Melvin has been here in big situations before as the Padres manager. Not just the Padres, but in past years, Oakland and other teams. Rob Thompson is the interim manager here for the Phillies. He's done a fantastic job with this team. The Canadian has led them there. Be interesting how he fares in this series, trying to match bullpen pieces. But I think the Phillies bullpen matches up really well with the Padres, given that Jose Alvarado, that big time left-handed reliever in the pen for the Phillies, he can match up with Juan Soto and try to get those big-time matchups in the key situations. It's going to be a heck of a ride. I think this series goes deep. And the one advantage I give for the Padres has to be starting pitching depth. The Phillies, after Nola and Wheeler, aren't as deep in starting pitching when you could throw the 3 top starters of the Padres, as well as the potential Mike Clevenger. If the Phillies have to go into a 4th starter, I'm not even sure if they know who it would be, but it'd be really interesting to see that way. But they're going to roll out Nola and Wheeler as much as they can. So I think this series has the potential of going 7 games. In fact, my prediction is it goes 7 games and Phillies in 7. You heard it here first. Checking out the American League, it's going to be very interesting. Like I said, the Guardians and Yankees are currently playing at this time of filming, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys, so we'll give all the predictions. First up, the Houston Astros. The Astros are on a tear. They just swept the Mariners. They're used to these big situations. They're used to that rust factor and not playing as often. They've seen that in previous series before. They can reset their starting rotation. You can expect Verlander, Valdez, McCullers, and everybody else that goes along with it. Luis Garcia and Jose Urquidy seem to have transitioned seamlessly into the bullpen. And oh boy, look out. Yordan Alvarez is heating up. And he may just be the key in the American League Championship Series for the Astros. He has led the offense, but there's a lot of good offensive pieces here too. When you start including the likes of Altuve, Tucker, Bregman, there's a lot to like about this offense. And how about rookie Jeremy Pena stepping up big? That huge 18th inning home run to knock off the Mariners in an absolute thriller. What a ball game that was. The pitching, the defense, just fantastic to watch. The Astros have to be the favorite in the American League Championship Series, no matter who they play, whether it's the Yankees or Guardians, because we haven't even talked about the bullpen. And they're throwing out guys that you've never heard of, led back in by Ryan Presley. Rookie Hunter Brown has been fantastic. Like I said, Urquidy and Garcia have transitioned from strong starters to even better bullpen guys this playoffs. You have to like Houston no matter who they're playing. On the other end, with the Yankees and Guardians, like I said, I'm not sure who's going to be playing at the moment. The Yankees, I'm worried about their bullpen. They're getting beat up, and Clay Holmes hasn't been able to pitch on back-to-back days. Scott Efros is done for the year. Aroldis Chapman has just gone cuckoo and is gone from the Yankees, and he'll never be back. The offense isn't clicking the way you thought it would be because Aaron Judge isn't hitting for the first time all year. So there's been a big missing piece for the Yankees. But they've been battling out. Their starters have looked really good. Nestor Cortes, Garrett Cole has been fantastic. Luis Severino has looked good. Jameson Taillon going in Game 5 has looked pretty good as well. The question is going to be the bullpen and the offense for the Yankees. On the Guardians side, it's going to be all out hitting. Their pitching has been very good. Their bullpen has been just lights out. Tyler Stephen, where does this guy come from? Emmanuel Clase is doing his thing. Just fantastic game. And James Cherenchak, if you haven't watched him pitch, just so much fun to watch. Wild thing like. So it's very interesting to see how far the Guardians can go. They've had some bumps in the road with rotation. Tristan McKenzie got knocked around a little bit, as has Cal Quantrill. But Shane Bieber has been lights out and as good a number one as you can ask for in the playoffs. Question is always going to be, can they score enough runs? I think they need to look for ways to manufacture more runs with the stolen base and the hit and run. If they can knock off the Yankees in Game 5 and get themselves in the championship series, that's what they're going to need to do if they have any chance of beating the Houston Astros. When it comes down to prediction time in the ALCS, if it's Yankees, Astros, I'm going Astros in 6. If it's Guardians, Astros, I go Astros in 5. You have to take the Astros all day long here. They are the best team in the American League. It's going to be so fun to watch that type of series, though, and see what they can do in their type of domination through the playoffs. But the Yankees and Guardians still have a fighting chance there. I just think it's Astros that are bound for the World Series. In that setup, that would leave the Phillies and the Astros as my predictions for the World Series. What a World Series that would be. And that home field of Philadelphia will be absolutely rocking. Houston has been there before. We know what their ballpark can bring there. What a series that would be. The big question would be if the Phillies do win in 6 or 7 games or the Astros win in 6 or 7 games, whose bullpen is in the best shape. I like the starting rotation for the Phillies still matching up against the Astros, but that Astro rotation is so deep. My final prediction in terms of World Series, if we have Phillies, Astros, I have to see it Astros in 5. I really think Houston is that good, and if the Phillies have to take 6 or 7 games to knock off the Padres, then their bullpen is not going to be in that type of shape to beat the Astros. Astros in 5 over the Phillies is my World Series prediction. I'll give you a few other predictions along the way. If it's Padres, Astros, I'm taking Astros in 5 as well. If you want to go a little bit further, if it's Yankees with Phillies or Yankees with Padres, I go National League. And again, if you go Guardians against the Phillies or Padres, I'm going National League. So there you have it from me. Phillies, Padres, if they face the Yankees or Guardians. But for me, it's Houston over anybody else right now. So my prediction for World Series champion is going to be the Houston Astros. And hopefully this finally eliminates some of that stigma from the cheating scandals along the way. Houston has been so dominant for so long that I think we need to put that behind ourselves now. Some players are always going to have to deal with it, like Altuve and Bregman. but the top end guys in Houston weren't there for this anymore. The Valdezes, the McCullers, the Urquidis, Garcias, and Yordan Alvarez. These guys weren't involved in this type of thing. I think it's time to recognize the Astros for who they are, and that's the best team in baseball. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of another video here on 3 Up, 3 Down. I greatly appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us. To hit our goal of 50 subscribers this baseball season makes me feel so good inside. I hope to continue on. We'll set ourselves a new goal as we head into the off season before we get to next season to see if we can hit a new subscriber goal. Thank you so much for everybody who's hit that big red subscribe button. If you haven't hit that red subscribe button, make sure you do right now so you can be notified and up to date every time that I upload a video here on 3 Up, 3 Down. You can guarantee there's going to be more new videos through the off season. And of course, we still have the dramatic finale to our Fantasy Baseball Draft Spectacular. That video will be coming very soon to see who won between myself and my girlfriend Alexis in that competition. So until next time, take care, everyone.